Are they dirty? Or is that just like... Dude, is that dog poop? What's up, guys? My name is Asher. I'm a producer engineer at Castle Road Studios, and today I want to talk to you about a couple things that you should expect when booking a session at a professional studio and how to prepare. First thing you need to do is make sure that the engineer at the studio or the engineer that you pick works for you and the music that you're making. You need to make sure the engineer is familiar with the genre that you're working on, and you need to make sure that they have a lot of experience in the direction you want to go in the song. So if you're working in primarily hip hop, you don't want to pick an engineer that works primarily in folk and records country and a lot of live instruments, and they're not familiar with 808s and other elements that are in hip hop exclusively. Also, you need to make sure that you're booking the right amount of time for what you want to get done in the session. So if you know it takes you a couple hours to get one song done, then you need to book a couple hours and maybe 1 hour extra to make sure you get it all done. If you're wanting to record 3 songs and you know it takes you about an hour and a half for each song, you need to book 6 hours minimum. You need to make sure that you're not rushing and you're able to get what you need done in the session at a comfortable speed. It's also important to make sure you know the price of the session in advance. You don't want to start the session not knowing how much it costs. That could cause a lot of problems for the studio and you. So if you think it's possible that you might end the session early or add on a couple hours, make sure that that is even possible to do at the studio you're going to. Sometimes it's allowed, sometimes it's not. It's really important to be transparent with the person that you book with. Also, it's really important to be on time. Of course, you don't want to be late. And you can be early, but not too early. You don't want to be waiting in the parking lot or in the lobby or interrupting other sessions. Make sure you're there at a good time and you're prepared, but don't be late. So once you're in the session and you introduce yourself to the engineer, make sure you're being open-minded to some of their opinions. Of course, you're there to make your song and you're there to create what you want to create, but have some respect for their expertise, and sometimes they could teach you a few things. Another part of being prepared, make sure that your instruments are ready to use, or if you're doing a hip hop record, make sure your beat is ready to be uploaded. Make sure you have a way to email it, or if it's on a flash drive, or you can airdrop it, whatever it is, make sure it's in the correct format and you're ready to record. You're paying real money for real time in the studio. You don't want to waste it fumbling, looking for your beats or tuning your guitar. But of course, you got to tune your guitar. Tune your guitar when you're recording, please. Honestly, in my opinion, one of the most important things is to bring this. Just kidding, that's a floppy disk, but you should bring one of these, okay? This is an external hard drive or a flash drive, depending on how much stuff you're doing. But you should bring a hard drive so that you can upload things very easily at the studio, and that when they're done recording you, you can get all the information, the entire DAW session files, all the audio files, everything you did that day in the session, it is right here. So you don't have to rely on anybody to bring up your sessions. You don't have to call someone at 2 a.m. when you need the sessions that you recorded 2 years ago in a studio in Nebraska. You have it right here, and you can control your fate in your career. I lied. The most important thing is not to bring distractions. Do not bring distractions, whether that's people or objects. Don't bring things that will take you off your task. You need to stay focused. You are on a time crunch and you need to get things done. You're booking accordingly. You don't need to bring an entourage. I know it's cool. This place looks amazing, and you can get your pictures out. You can get content out. You can bring a camera, okay? But you need to focus on what's most important, and it's getting a great record finished. And also, just make sure you're comfortable. Do whatever you need to do to get loose and to enjoy the session. Because when you finish the record, you want to be able to hear the fun you're having. I say that all the time. Just have fun. And the best way to have fun is to get loose and be comfortable in your environment. So as long as you're doing that, you should be just fine. And don't be scared. Just book the session. Make it happen. Give it a shot. All right, I'm out of here. Did you like this video? You want to see more? Do you want to see the one on my shoulder right here or the one on this shoulder? Go click them. I know you wanna.